Alright, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name's Garrett, for those who don't know me. Those who have been watching before, welcome back. I am recording this intro almost a year after the video was filmed. I'm trying to bank up videos, that way there's plenty of stuff for everyone to watch. But this was a Jetty trip that I took last July, specifically July 27th of 2024. I don't think the dates really mean anything, especially on this trip. I'd gone out to go fish while my then girlfriend at the time, now fiance, was going to hang out with some friends. And so while I was there, I thought I had timed the tides correctly, and it turns out I didn't. It was an outgoing tide, or a slowly outgoing tide. It wasn't quite low slack and sunset kind of meet. That's what I tend to prefer. But I felt as if I had timed the tides incorrectly. Outgoing tide usually isn't great because you get the current of the tide that the tide creates, plus the river current from the outlet. And so the fish tend to not be super active. Well, like I've said before in the past, fish are just there. They're always seemingly there. So just get out and fish. The worst that's going to happen is you're going to improve your casting and have a good time out on the water. Best case scenario is you're going to catch a bunch of fish. So that's what this video is. I catch a few fish out at night. Unfortunately, GoPros are not good at capturing footage in the dark, which stinks, but nonetheless, there's still some fishing to be had. My gear I used this night was a Echo Boost Blue is what it was called. It's now the Echo Boost Salt. It's a 9-foot 8-weight rod. I prefer an 8-weight when I go out there. You can get away with a 7, even sometimes a 6, but these fish really take you to the woodshed if you're not careful. So it's good to have a stronger rod for these really powerful fish. The first time I had really good success out here was on a 7-weight, and I thought it was going to break on 1-pound fish. They are very strong fighters. I use a Redington Behemoth as my main reel. It's nothing fancy, nothing to call home about, but I take good care of it. It's always rinsed off after I'm done fishing. I mean, if I do nothing else when I get home at 1 o'clock in the morning, it's to rinse out that reel and put it in the dish rack. I don't want any salt on those mechanical components. And then the line that I use, it's a very specific line. It is the Scientific Angler Titan Sonar line. It's their triple density. It is an I-35 line, meaning the head sinks at 5 inches per second, the belly sinks at 3 inches per second, and the running line is an intermediate running line. This allows a very linear sink rate and gives you great contact with your flies. It's also on their Titan taper, which means that it casts awesome on a fast rod. And so saltwater rods tend to be fast rods, and so it casts beautifully. I can get a good 50 feet consistently, and sometimes I can push the cast out almost to 70 feet. Where I'm fishing in the Newport Jetty area, on the South Jetty in Newport, the rocks aren't super tall behind me. But if you fish somewhere like Ilawaku, Astoria, Barview, some of these other jetties further north than where I fish, the rock walls can be really steep, so you might not be able to even cast that far at all, just because you won't have the backcasting room. Here, I got tons of backcasting room, and I can fire that line off really well. You're going to hear some people talking to me while I fish, which is kind of fun. These guys are some gear guys, classic, Oregon coast gear anglers, kind of your good old boys kind of crowd, and they cannot buy a fish. They see me catch a fish right at the beginning of the video. That's the first fish I catch of the night, which is right after they asked me if I was catching anything. So they all kind of descend on where I'm fishing, and they can't buy a fish, and it ends up I catch enough fish that they decide they just need to go home and cut their losses. There's something about the way a fly moves through the water that these fish cannot resist. Like bait can't match it, swim baits can't match it, crankbaits, jigs, it doesn't, soft plastics, it does not matter. These fish, there's something about a way a fly moves through the water that is irresistible to these fish. Speaking of flies, I think the fly that, if I remember correctly, I only really use 2 flies out there. It's either a clouser or a jetty worm. I believe this night was a jetty worm. I think I started off with a peach colored one, or I start off with a white one. Doesn't really matter. They both, I use them back and forth throughout the entire video. I'll insert a picture right now, and you can see the fly that I use. There's nothing too fancy about it. You can go to spawnflyfishing.com and get a kit to tie your own. I think they even sell them on their website now, fully tied flies. Or you can just go to your local fly shop, buy all the materials independently, and then tie it yourself. I tie mine slightly different than the way Spawn does, just because they use their own proprietary bead. They have this cool tungsten slotted football-shaped bead that they use on the hooks, and I would use it, except for it's expensive. They're about $1.25 a bead. So I use brass dumbbell eyes and just pack on the lead wire. All the material you can buy all the material for that fly you can buy at any fly shop that carries Hairline products. It's all made out of Hairline products, so it's really accessible for anyone to get it. The only other fly shop I know that carries them is Two Rivers Fly Shop out of Albany, Oregon. The reason why they carry them is because I tie them for the shop. So if you go buy them up, I'll have to tie some more. Or you can reach out to me, and I'm happy to help get your recipes, tie them for you, or do anything else like that. So without further ado, we'll get right into the video. Feel free to like, subscribe down below. I try to put out videos about twice a month. And yeah, love to field any questions that anyone has. The Jetty's an awesome place to fish. There's not a lot of places like it in this country where you can fish off the rocks like that and just have nobody there with you and catch some really phenomenal fish. So enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's actually really good for my light. It will attract everything.
I haven't caught anything. Nah.
Glad he said something. think I found him. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I got grass with him too, that's why he's so heavy. And off he goes. Yeah, it's a decent fish. Oh, there's a bump. Yow! Ow, 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 ow. Bugs. There we go, that's a fish. Oh yeah. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Oh, oh well. He's gonna die.